Today we're taking a look at these NBA matches, which are happening on Tuesday, January 3, 2023, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes. Before we dive into our video, don't forget to subscribe and push that notification bell to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos. Also, check out our perks and join the High Stakes membership. Joining the High Stakes membership is easy, is cheap, but it will help a lot in the growth process of this channel. Plus check out our Patreon in the link down below if you want access for our premium picks. Our Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. Multiple plans are available for each and every one of you. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting predictions that ends up costing you a lot of time and money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks. Going back to our games for today, make sure to watch our videos till the end so you don't miss any of our picks. One more thing before we start, check out our new channel High Stakes Props and Parlays, where you can find our player props and parlay picks predictions. You will find the link in the description and comments section below. Milwaukee Bucks vs Washington Wizards. I am going to pick the Washington Wizards, and I am going to take the points, plus 8.5, on the road. These two teams played this past Sunday night, and the Wizards ended up blowing out the Bucks. I believe Milwaukee has too many injuries right now, as they could possibly be without Middleton, Holiday, and Giannis Antetokounmpo. This will hurt them on both ends of the court, as the Wizards will be able to hold their own in this game. Milwaukee has also struggled on the offensive end of the court this season, as I don't see them scoring enough points to cover this spread. According to dunksandthrees.com, the Bucks have the 23rd lowest adjusted offensive rating, and they are only scoring the 18th most points per game. Washington will continue to contest shots near the rim, and they won't allow Milwaukee to score enough points to cover this spread. Washington has also won 5 games in a row, as they are on a heater right now. I just can't fade them in this spot, as I see the Bucks being too banged up to compete. Our team pick is the Washington Wizards and take the points, plus 8.5. I also like the over in this one, as both teams really defended well and had some good game plans on how to limit the other, but now these teams know what they are and will be able to come up with fixes. Meanwhile, Milwaukee's offense will get a big boost with Giannis and possibly Holiday back in the lineup. This season, the Bucks are 19-17 in hitting the over, but after a loss that jumps to 8-4, which ranks second in the NBA for that stat. As well, the Bucks currently play at a pace of 100.5, while Washington plays at a pace of 99.9. In the Wizards' last 10 games, the games are averaging 227.9 ppg, while Milwaukee's last 10 are averaging 232.6 ppg. After the loss, Milwaukee will be more aggressive and play at a faster pace, especially with their key players back in the lineup. Our total pick is to take the over the total. Oklahoma City Thunder vs Boston Celtics. I am going to trust the Celtics on the road, and I am going to lay the points, minus 8.5. Boston is the better team on both ends of the court, and they will be highly motivated to bounce back after their loss to the Nuggets. According to dunksandthrees.com, the Celtics have the highest adjusted offensive rating, and they are scoring the most points per game. Oklahoma City will struggle to consistently slow them down, and Boston will slowly pull away. The Thunder will also struggle to consistently knock down shots, as Boston has shown that they will contest everything. OKC has the 23rd highest team shooting percentage, as they will miss open shots and fall behind in this game. The Celtics are the better overall team, and the Thunder aren't good enough defensively to slow them down. OKC is also allowing the 25th most points per game, as Boston will score throughout and cover the spread. The Boston Celtics struggled on the defensive end, especially containing Nikola Jokic in a 123-111 loss to the Denver Nuggets Sunday. The loss snapped a 4-game winning streak for the Celtics, and the game had a considerable delay after the rim was bent. The 35-minute delay cut the Celtics' momentum as they were trying to come back. They have been one of the best teams in the NBA, holding a 26-11 record entering this contest with the Thunder. This is a good bounce-back spot for them facing such a young club, and they will have a considerable advantage in this one. Oklahoma City has lost 8 of their last 12 games and 5 consecutive home games against the Celtics. Our team pick is the Celtics and lay the points on the road, minus 8.5. The Oklahoma City Thunder rank 3rd in pace heading into this home tilt with Boston. They have been destroyed on the glass this season, ranking last in rebounding percentage. Boston is one of the best on the glass, ranking 5th. They will have a huge advantage with second chance points and paint production. After a promising start to the season, the Thunder are struggling through the new year. They were not expected to compete for anything this year, considering they are in a rebuild. But they can put up points and will get to 100 plus here to ensure this game goes over the projected number. The total number has gone over in 7 of Boston's last 8 facing Northwest Division teams. Our total pick is to take the over 235.5 points. Utah Jazz vs Sacramento Kings. The Kings outlasted the Jazz last Friday thanks to Kevin Huerter's three-pointer with 9.2 seconds remaining. It was a proper high-scoring affair and both teams shot above 54.0% from the field. I'm looking for another tight contest when Utah hosts Sacramento, and it could easily go either way. Both teams struggle to defend, especially in the paint, but they also lean on three-point shooting a lot. Keep your eyes on Lauri Markkanen, who dropped 36 points on the Kings in that heartbreaking defeat. Head-to-head, the over is 4-0 in the last 4 meetings overall. The Kings are 1-7-1 against the spread in the last 9 meetings overall, and the Kings are 1-4-1 against the spread in the last 6 meetings in Utah. The Kings don't have any players listed on the injury report, but they have been playing well below their best lately, and they need a win to get their season back on track, while the Jazz are mired in a slump at the moment, and they will have to play without Colin Sexton, who is sidelined for at least another week. You couldn't back either team with much confidence these days, but the Kings beat the Jazz by 126-125 just a few days ago, and they are only 1-7-1 against the spread in the last 9 meetings overall. Markkanen went 16 for 24 from the field and will torture Sacramento's leaky defense once more. Utah is 3-1 straight up and against the spread in its last 4 outings at home, whereas Sacramento is 2-3 straight up and against the spread in its previous 5 showings on the road. The Jazz traded away Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell this offseason, kicking off a potentially long rebuild. They opened the season on a blistering note, racing to the top of the Western Conference after the first month. Since then, it has been the typical Jazz team we expected coming into the year, which is a team hovering around the .500 mark with a young group of players. Lauri Markkanen is the new guy in town, and he will have a ton of opportunities against the Kings, who lack any reliable frontcourt defender to contain him. The Kings are 23rd in defensive rating and have lost 8 of 9 against the Jazz. Our team pick is the Utah Jazz -3 points. De'Aaron Fox and the Sacramento Kings rank 5th in pace of play heading into this Western Conference showdown. The Utah Jazz fell victim to a buzzer beater by Miami's Tyler Herro as they lost 126-123 at home Saturday evening. Lauri Markkanen had 29 points and 14 rebounds for Utah, and you can expect the same type of production here. Utah ranks 13th in pace and play a fresh brand of young basketball without their 2 former stars in town. Both teams are different this season, but both also struggle defensively. Opposing teams are shooting the 5th highest field goal percentage against the Jazz. Points will be scored in abundance in this game. Our second pick is to take the over with confidence.